everyone. Are you behind on filing your taxes for multiple years? Or maybe you run a business and you're looking for a plan that covers everything from tax planning to minimizing your liabilities to bookkeeping, accounting, and even your annual tax preparations. Well, I've got fantastic news for y'all. Tax Geeks offers an all-inclusive service tailored just for your needs. They specialize in helping individuals and businesses stay on top of their finances without all the extra stress. Schedule your free call today at www.taxgeeks.com. So let's go ahead and back up, all right? So this interview is going to catch everybody off guard.
Okay.
Now, you get mad when we say mistress because you don't consider yourself a mistress, even though you have been labeled as the mistress. I'm just talking about reports.
I've been
okay. You're here so you can speak for yourself. Okay. So reports are that you are the mistress to Shirley Strawberry's husband, Ernesto. Ernesto. Okay. Now, there's been calls that have been all over the internet, okay, that have not only exposed Shirley, the husband, you, and Steve Harvey, and Marjorie Harvey. There's been a lot of these calls circulating. Now, surprising, let me read this article, okay, because I just want to read a portion of this article. Now, Shirley Strawberry's estranged husband is incarcerated at the Atlanta Fulton County Jail on gun possession, theft,
back up,
fraud. Hold on. No, I just want to read the article. That's why you're here.
Okay,
That's why you're here. So, on gun possession, theft, fraud, child pornography charges, as per the Jasmine brand. Now, according to Sandra Rose, Williams is serving a 23-month prison sentence. Okay. Now, Euroweb, it's like 4 sites in here. This is how discombobulated this story
yes,
is. Okay?
That's all wrong, but go ahead.
Now, Euroweb also reported that Williams was charged with operating a credit repair scam alongside his mistress, Erica King. It was revealed that King was out on bond and was awaiting trial for her crime. Okay. Now, Shirley Strawberry also revealed in an Instagram that her imprisoned husband had been scamming her for years. He reportedly lied to her about her identity.
Hold on.
And what his intentions were. The television host claimed that he was using her for her reputation and bought cars, houses, and luxury items without her knowledge. Okay. And she also noted, you good?
This is what was said or what's reported?
This is what is reported.
Okay, go
okay,
ahead.
You good?
Hold on.
You got to turn that phone off now because we about to get it.
But I know he's supposed to. That's Nesto calling me.
That's Nesto calling you? Okay,
go
ahead and answer.
No, go ahead.
No, I want to talk to Nesto. Let me say hi. Does he know you're doing this interview?
Yeah, he does.
I want to say hi.
He's going to call right back.
Okay, so he's going to call right back. All right, cool. Now, she also noted that Ernesto was cheating on her with a woman he ended up impregnating. Strawberry claimed that she learned about this after hiring a private investigator to look into his actions. Now, Shirley Strawberry went on to apologize for her statements on the Steve Harvey morning show. Okay. Now, when she went on to apologize to Marjorie Harvey as well and said that she was not trying to add to what you have going on right now. Okay. Now, this is just a story that we got based off of some prison calls and some charges that were filed. Now, you are obviously in contact with Shirley Strawberry's husband, Ernesto.
Correct.
And he is your
friend.
Now, how old are you?
55.
Okay. And so I do know the terminology that, you know, women of age use if we're not married. That's my friend. Now, I've heard some of the calls.
If I was messing with him, I'd say that's somebody I'm messing with.
Is that him right there?
Yeah.
You think he'll want to talk to me?
He'll say whatever.
Put it up to the mic.
An inmate at the Cobb County Adult Detention Facility. To accept this call, press 0. Your current balance is $6.81.
Ew, that's about 20 minutes. Oh,
This
yeah.
call is from a correction facility and is subject to monitoring and recording. Thank you for using Global Tel-Link.
Hey, I'm inside the interview right now. It started like 5 minutes ago.
Ask Ernesto if he wouldn't mind saying hi to the
Tasha
window.
said, can you say hi to her?
How you doing today?
Let me see. Ernesto, it's Tasha K. How you doing?
How you doing, Miss Tasha K?
I'm fabulous. I have your friend here. And of course, you know, we flew her in because there have been so many different reports. And why not go to the actual source of these, you know, of the reports, of what the reports are about? You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. And so we're just here to clear up some things. I'm not here to attack her. I don't have a dog in this fight. You know, Steve Harvey don't like me. So, but I'm here to ask, you know, because they labeled her as Erica King, and she said that's not her.
Oh, it's the Mistress, not Erica King.
Okay. And so we're just trying to figure out what her relationship is to you, because those jail calls between you and her are pretty intimate.
Not really.
I'm just listening.
He's just going to listen.
Okay. You just gonna
Unless you
listen.
ask him something, he's just going to listen.
Yeah, I'm gonna listen. Cause see, you know, I'm gonna have my time. I can talk. You know, these jail calls. You know what it is. I'm gonna have my time to let me know the truth. And the truth is, that's an innocent woman sitting beside you. Them folks gonna tell their story. You know, people don't know me. The ones who do know me, they know my character. I'm an innocent motherfucking man. And you know that, Miss Kate. That's why you got her sitting there beside you. Am I correct?
Well, here's the
She's a
thing.
smart woman.
Well, here's the thing, Ernesto. I only know what the blogs are reporting and what sites are reporting, and I've listened to some of the calls. And so I started listening to the calls when you were speaking to your wife, Shirley Strawberry, about, you know, your case and what was going on. And then there was some things shared about, her going to Steve Harvey's house and Marjorie not being there. That's when everything really started to take off. And so the mistress came in, and I didn't know. Okay.
Get it straight now.
That's why I'm here to ask you: is there a mistress?
You're not asking me. You're telling me.
No, I promise you, Ernesto. I promise you, I'm asking. I was just telling you what the reports are. I have no dog in this fight. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know if you're innocent or guilty. I haven't looked that deep. What I'm trying to figure out is, I want the story. That's why she's here. That's why you're on the phone.
Okay, well, I want you to look deep now, because it's going to be beneficial to you. I want you to look real deep, real deep. Don't look at the surface, look real deep, and it's going to come out. That's the best I can tell you while I'm on this recorded phone call.
So how deep do you want me to look, and where should I look?
I need you to look deep as you need to deep, because you know the system, and you know how the system is rigged. You know this. You know, career-based, people will throw your ass up on the bus, and you know it's a lot of innocent black men are sitting in this motherfucking jail. We're talking about 9 million people are locked up. And I'm not going to say everybody is innocent, but I am.
Okay. So the reports of you being charged with, let me just read what the reports are, okay?
I know what hold. I know what the reports are. I got it in my hand.
You can't.
Okay, I look at this shit every fucking day. I've been in here a year and a half, going on 2 years, with no fucking reasonable bond. Come on now, that's a setup. You can't see that? Since you're reading your reports? Come on now. You're a smart black woman.
So gun possession, theft, fraud, and child pornography charges. Where did the child pornography charges come from?
Come on, man. You know I can't talk on
can't
this
talk.
phone like that.
Gotta-
Make it make sense.
I could talk.
All you gotta do is
You
read the
can talk.
warrant. Did the warrant make sense to you? Think about it.
The words are dope.
Come on now. I don't play with no motherfucking kids. I only play with my own goddamn kids. Come on now. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. It don't come to the light. You can't see I'm being set the fuck up? Just look at it.
Well, who's setting you up?
Come on, don't try to do that. Don't do that.
Roswell Police Department.
Roswell Police Department?
Roswell Police Department.
You already
Y'all didn't
know.
investigate that?
Just read. Just read.
Roswell
All you gotta do
Police
is read. If a motherfucker know how to read, they can see it themselves. But just
You read the
don't-
warrants, you can tell. You can see. By just the warrants alone.
Okay.
But no one wants to read the warrants.
Do you have the warrant?
I have all of them, but they're at the hotel. I told you I
You
forgot.
can pull it up.
I
You
got
said
them.
you researched it.
Well, listen.
You can't pull up the warrants.
I can't
had
pull
to
up
go
the
get 'em.
warrants, Ernesto.
I got them, though. I got all of 'em.
I can't do
You pull
that.
it.
No.
Yes, you can.
No, I
The
can't.
bloggers got it. How the bloggers?
They don't have
how
the
bloggers-
warrants. They don't have the
Only
warrants.
one
they
person
do.
got the warrant. Only one girl.
They got the warrants all over the internet.
Only one
Come
of
on
them.
now.
But she was reading it.
She was reading them, but they're not posted.
They're not posted. She
Right.
just read off of them.
Okay.
And I'm not going to say her name. We're not going to get her no light.
Okay, but can you talk about the conspiracy briefly
He can't
without
talk
going
about-
into?
He can't talk about his
Well,
case.
first of all-
He got to hold his defense.
Hold on. Go ahead, Ernesto.
Okay, first of all, I can't really talk about none of these cases because they're going to use it against me anyway. That's what they've been doing for every bar here. Coming out with these stories, I'm this, I'm that. That's not even none of my skilo. That ain't how I get down at all. So as a conspiracy, I had a fucking conspiracy because I don't do crime with people at all. I don't even really like people like that. I'm a loner. Most people know that about me. I'm a fuck with you or I ain't. If I like you, I like you. If I don't, I don't. That's just bottom line.
Okay. When is your trial date? Do you know?
He's not been indicted.
The what?
You haven't even. When is your trial date?
He hasn't been indicted.
Oh, it's gonna be a while. I don't know yet. I'm not sure.
Okay.
He's in the complaint room yet. He's still in the complaint room.
Now let me ask you something. So, how are things between you and your wife?
It was wonderful till I got locked up. You didn't hear no stress or nothing. Nothing. Because there wasn't no stress.
Yep.
This is what people trying to assume they want that. That's not happening. Them folks ain't did nothing to me and I ain't did nothing to him. So I'm not going to really talk about her because she ain't talking about me. She ain't talking bad about me and I'm not going to talk bad about her.
No, I'm not asking you to talk bad about your wife because she really hasn't said anything about you. And she was.
You know why? Because I ain't no fucked up motherfucker like that. That's why. If you fucked over somebody, they going to talk bad about your ass to the dog, and you know that type of person. She will dog your motherfucking ass out. You know that.
Now she did talk about not knowing that you were locked up when you had got locked up. How come she was?
What?
She knew the same day.
Yeah, no, she said she didn't know though.
He called her.
She did get on the radio.
She knew.
No, she did not know because here's the thing. The police department wouldn't allow me to have but 2 fucking damn numbers. If you read in the warrant again, the warrant said that the detective allowed me to have 2 fucking numbers. That was my lawyer and my wife's telephone number. That's the only one. When I got to the jail, guess what? She didn't know who the fuck was calling her. This is the honest God truth.
That's on the phone call.
That's as far as I can talk on that because it's on a public statement if they're reading correctly.
Yeah. That's on the warrant.
Okay. And so the mistresses. So this woman sitting across from me is not. You're saying on record this is not your mistress.
No, she's not. Why would she be my mistress? What the fuck is a mistress? Break that shit down.
A side bitch,
Come on.
Ernesto.
What'd you say?
A side bitch. Yeah.
Let me give you an example.
Okay.
A side bitch don't. A real side bitch. Let me see what a side bitch is. A side bitch, you just sit here and play games. That woman ain't there to sit and play no motherfucking games. She's trying to save my motherfucking life. That's why she's sitting over there with you. Come on now. Let her break this shit down.
She gonna break it down. That's why she's here, and I'm glad that she, put you on the phone and allowed you to talk to me. So.
Okay, let me break it down. Let me get them because they say you the gossip queen. So you the gossip queen. I ain't no motherfucking faggot either.
Who
Let's
said
get
you
that
was
shit
gay?
straight.
Corey Holcomb.
Hold on. Let's get that shit straight.
Oh, okay.
That was on Corey Holcomb.
Oh, let's get that shit straight. Let's get it straight. I don't give a damn if you put the shit on the goddamn worldwide.
Okay.
I'm not no motherfucking faggot. I ain't no gay ass nigga. I'm not no KQP, whatever that shit is. I don't give a fuck about that community. That's their community. They ain't got nothing to do with me. Nothing. Nothing at all. Okay? And I don't fuck with no motherfucking kids. I'm not no child molester. I'm not no child Cooper, whatever they're trying to put this on something that I'm not into. I'm not none of that motherfucking shit. So here's the thing. I'm an innocent motherfucking man. And it's going to come out. Do you believe in God, Miss Keisha K?
Well, of course I do.
Okay, then, guess what? You believe in a God-fearing motherfucking man. This is what you're dealing with right now. And I put that shit on every fucking post that I ever had on Instagram. I understand it. I took all that shit, everything I said, twisted to make fun. I don't give a fuck about that shit. They're going to see God come true today. As you speak, I don't give a damn if Steve don't like you. They ain't got nothing to do with me. You here to deliver a motherfucking message. And I want to see you do your motherfucking job.
Okay, now that I'm gonna do now. That's what I've been called to do.
You damn right.
Okay.
You damn right.
But can I ask you a question?
Come on with it, if I can.
Why in the phone calls are you and Sonya like she's telling you she got on lingerie and shit like that? Like what? Friends do that. I'm just asking.
Let me get it down. First of all,
okay.
Anybody know how to? I told you, I'm not no gay ass motherfucker. So
okay.
if a woman see and tell me she went that nigga shit and keep my in peace and keep my mind off some bullshit, guess what? She did her motherfucking job. I ain't motherfucking mad at her. And guess what? You know how many women sitting here calling these niggas in jail, talking the same motherfucking talk? Come on now. You ain't slow.
But why don't I've heard how you talk to your wife. You speak to your wife very reserved.
Well, first of all, you know why? You know why?
Why?
That ain't her. That ain't what she do. That's not what she do. And guess what? You got to be smart enough to protect your goddamn interest. And at the time, that is the interest. It's her liability. If you listen to the phone call, you hear what I say, hey, if this too much for you, hey, I respect it. I respect it. You don't force nobody to be in those situations they ain't used to and they can't handle, or they don't want to deal with it, period. You don't do that. You got to respect their well-being or what their purpose of life is. You understand that, don't you, Miss Keisha K?
I do. So you saying you don't ask your wife to talk, to keep your mind off of things, because that's not in her character to do, is what you're saying.
I'm not gonna sit here and force her character on something she's not used to doing. No, I'm not. I won't even do you like
so
that.
You don't mind having those conversations with her, Sonya?
You've never heard me have those conversations.
Well, first of all,
who was on the record there?
I asked you that.
Go ahead, Ernesto.
What you laughing about?
No, she laughing because she was like, it's not phone sex. I'm like, girl, that was phone sex.
No,
I heard some of them calls.
It wasn't phone sex. No, it wasn't.
With that lady husband.
No, it wasn't phone sex.
It wasn't phone sex?
You got to play the call, girl. That was last September. Play the call.
Okay.
That was when he first got locked up.
Like to ask me?
So, yes. So I did pull, I did personally pull that you and Shirley Strawberry never officially turned in your marriage license. So you're not really married to her and that you're still married to your ex-wife.
Hold on. You're lying.
I promise you. I'm not lying.
No. You're lying.
I'm not lying.
You lied about that.
Nesto, I'm not lying. Why do I have no dog in this fight?
First. Now, they say you twist shit up, man. They say you twist shit up.
To the cellies.
But why would I twist up a marriage license? I'm here to, if I'm lying, Ernesto, all you got to do is clear it up. Are you married to Shirley Strawberry?
No. Yes, to my knowledge, yes, we are. And here's the thing, I'm not talking about her.
So don't say I'm twisting shit up and you saying to your knowledge.
Hold on. I'm not talking about her any motherfucking more. I'm not trying to knock her character down. I'm not trying to do none of that. And I'm not going to do it.
So you saying she didn't turn in the marriage license?
I'm going to say it one more time. Don't try to trick my words up because you're not smart enough to do that. So come on with it.
I'm not smart enough to do that.
He's from the streets.
Not with me. I just
Nesto, listen. I'm a Florida bitch at heart now. At heart.
I know you're a gangster, but you ain't gangster.
Listen.
But you ain't gangster.
Okay.
Oh, no. I'm not gangster, but I was raised by them, and you probably know a few of them.
I probably do. So
Exactly.
You know what you're
So
dealing with
when
then.
I want information, I go get it, and I'm trying to tell you, there's no marriage license on record with you and Shirley. Why would I lie to you about
first
that?
of all, well, guess what?
What's
That's
up?
in your thought of mine. My thought of mine don't even see that point, so I'm not even discussing it anymore.
I mean, it's a clear yes or no. Either you
said
married or
yes.
you're
I
not.
just clear that I know if I am. Until she went down there and did something different, I don't see that. So I'm not talking about it anymore.
He said he married.
I done broke it down the best I can until I see you face to face. Can you handle that, gangster?
I can handle it. I'm not a gangster. I'm the product of a gangster. There's a difference.
No, I like it though. So come on with it.
Okay? And for that reason, I only date IT nerds, men like that. You understand? Because all my uncles and my daddies, I got 4 daddies. You understand?
My last boyfriend.
I know them daddies. I know them all. Trust me.
Exactly. So what I'm trying to tell you is I'm here because I'm giving you a platform to get the shit straight, because there's so many different stories out there about
Well,
you.
guess what? Listen, guess what?
What's up?
Here's the story. Here's the story here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm an innocent man. That's all I'm gonna say right now. And then when they come all the way out, then I'm gonna flow like I need to flow. Right now, I'm good.
Okay. So that's your story, and you.
That's his truth.
I told you straight up what it is, and I'm not none of that. So you can put it however you want to put it. Hey, it is what it is, and you'll see me again.
Okay. I know I will.
Yeah, on tomorrow, a higher platform though.
Okay.
Not no low budget shit.
Oh no, we don't do
platform.
low budget shit here, bro. You should know that.
I know you ain't cut. I know that. That's why you're doing what you're doing today, and I appreciate your time.
Anytime. Okay, well, let me go on and get and talk to your friend here, who keeps your mind off of things while you're in jail.
He's so slick.
And
You know what? I like how you spit that. That's
Right.
I like that.
I mean, that's what you said. I mean, listen, she keeps her. I just don't know. You know, I've been married a long time, you know, and I just don't know how I would feel as a wife if there was another woman that kept my husband's mind off of things. You know what I'm saying? So,
Well,
wife to wife.
I'm gonna say it like this here. I'm gonna be straight up. The woman that I married, she's not no motherfucking fool. You must believe that shit right there. She's not a fool. She's not an idiot. Very intelligent. So don't get tricked now. I'm just letting you know that right now. Don't get tricked.
And that's on that. All right, here we go. And I'm going to start the interview. I'm going to let you go ahead and close out your call with her, and then I'm going to go ahead and start the interview. Thank you so much. And hopefully I'll see you soon,
thank you.
okay?
Oh, you will.
Okay.
Thank you. On God time.
All right.
All right.
Call me around 7.
Have a good day.
All right, bye.
So was that a planned call?
I told him to call me at 4:30.
Oh, so you were in the interview and he could speak?
I said if you want to.
No, that's cool.
I could text him
Thank you
when
for
I
that.
leave.
No, thank you for that. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Get them views, girl. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, because we always like to hear it from the horse's mouth, you know, and that's why you're here. So okay, let's start from the beginning.
He can't talk about his case because they'll take everything like they tried to say in court when they were trying to do the bond hearing. Oh, we don't want him to do bond because he's going to jump bond to his, girlfriend in Florida. That's where it all started.
Yeah, I heard that part.
Right.
Okay.
And everybody was like, oh, we're trying to find these calls. You're not going to find it because the calls was never made.
Okay.
He never said it. We never said we were boyfriend and girlfriends or lovers or boo things or mistresses or whatever side piece, all of that. No. We've been friends for 3 years.
Okay.
Just friends. We flirt here and there, but not even that much. I would say 1%.
But you've never been sexually involved with Shirley Strawberry's husband?
I've never been sexually involved with Shirley Strawberry's husband.
Have you ever sucked his dick?
No. Oh, you know what?
I'm just
For some reason, never. I knew you was going to ask. I was telling my guy today. I was like, she better not ask me about no damn blowjobs.
Listen, has he ever...
No, nothing sexual.
Nothing. So
I've only seen him 5 times in person.
So why are you now handling everything for him and not his wife?
Okay.
Can't hear you.
You can or can?
Oh, now I can. I was like, what?
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
I hear you now. the communication with you is less harder because I can't email.
Hello.
Yeah, so I got to figure it out.
But you can actually get mail there.
Oh, I can?
Yeah, you can get mail there. I can send you mail.
Pictures and all that too?
Yeah, there's no Polaroid.
Okay, well, I'm good with that then. Send me the same one you sent me then. I'm good with that. Especially one with that tank top. I love that one. That's my favorite one.
Is that your favorite one?
Yeah, and the one you land in the bed, one picture in your bed.
Okay. My stalking picture.
Yeah. Because you took two, but if one is out there, it's my favorite. I think the one with the glasses, you had the glasses on. I can't.
Mm-hmm.
But I love
With the short hair?
Yeah, I like that. I like all of them, to be honest with you. I like all of them. But them pictures are more important to me than the goddamn commissary, because they feed you good. Yeah.
Right. Oh, good.
Good portions. Shower better.
I'm glad you liking it over there better. That it's a better facility.
Yeah. But I will say this here. I sure miss myself some good ass pussy. I'm not gonna lie. Can't wait. Get that motherfucker primed up, girl. Get that muffin right. Yeah, get that muffin right.
I'll be doing my exercises, my stretches.
Hey, I'm over here. At least I can get the pictures in my hand of you.
Mhm.
Yeah, that. I'm excited about that part. So, I gotta get me some stamps so I can write you back. So I got plenty of time to do that here. I'm trying now, but I'm glad I went through what I went through. So the communication with, I enjoy the communication with me and you every day. Every day.
Right.
I like that. That could have passed my time with, because if I'm up all night, I can read your letters all night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, then I can take time to respond back.
Look at you.
Yeah. I missed that part now, because that made my time go by so quick like that. So how many pictures there allows to have?
I don't know. I'll send as many as I can.
Well, y'all know well, yeah.
You only need 5. I mean, that's all you need, 5.
Yeah. That's fine. Yeah.
We don't have any together, so
Yeah. No, we're gonna have plenty together. Don't you worry about that shit. Don't you worry about that. All that good shit. I already know that shit coming. I'm not worrying about that. I just tell you, I appreciate you for everything. I really appreciate you. You ain't have no clue. This is a man dream, for real.
For real.
Yeah, no, for real. The picture you sent me, I love that one you in the bed now. But you took 2 on one awkward, but one is the best.
I will send you that one, and the one with the tank top.
I love that one. I like the one with the glasses with the short hair. I like that one too.
Okay.
I like the one with the big braids. I love that one too.
Oh, the braids?
Yeah, I love that one too. That shit. You're a pretty motherfucking woman now. You're very pretty. You just unique. Got a unique style.
Like we just met though. You've known me for what, almost 2 years.
Yeah, but don't play with me.
That's you.
Yeah, I mean, you know what it is.
This your first time seeing me?
No, I mean, I understand when you be like, man, look at man, it's something, just move out your way. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? But I understand because you got that same goddamn aura about yourself. So I get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just looking at you as a female, that's all.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're a threat. Motherfuckers want to be your side. Them titties so goddamn pretty. That shit is ridiculous. Thank you for allowing me to be the first motherfucking touch them pretty motherfuckers out. Thank you so very much.
That's pretty crazy.
What?
You're welcome. But you're welcome. You're welcome.
Hey, for real.
And I like the fact that you appreciate them.
Yeah, I do.
Money well spent.
Yeah, I do. I appreciate it.
Money well spent.
Yeah. Sure do. Okay, love.
Okay. Well, call me tomorrow.
Okay, love you there, sweetheart. I thank you so very much. Keep the game and stay out the way.
I'll stay out the way.
When that thing get hot, just pat it. That's all you got to do.
I take showers now. Thank you.
I saw that in your text. I saw that.
Right.
Yeah, I saw. I got to take a shower. I got to take a good shower.
I got to take a shower.
You what?
Since I can't get to it.
Oh, that's all right. You're going to be just fine. Just keep working them jobs. Keep being.
Thank you for using. So when we first met, we spoke for like 3 hours, right?
How did you meet?
Okay, so we met in Peachtree. He was getting the keys to a piece of property that I was interested in. And so I was driving by, he was walking in. I'm like, okay, let me stop because, I'm going to ask this person. Because when I called the number, no one replied. So I'm like, maybe he can get me the person so I can lease this because I was trying to turn it into a club.
Okay.
So when we got in there, he went in, I came in. We just, I was talking. He was like, oh, no, I just leased it. And I'm like, damn. So we got to talking, and then...
Hey everyone, are you behind on filing your taxes for multiple years? Or maybe you run a business and you're looking for a plan that covers everything from tax planning to minimizing your liabilities to bookkeeping, accounting, and even your annual tax preparations. Well, I've got fantastic news for y'all. Tax Geeks offers an all-inclusive service tailored just for your needs. They specialize in helping individuals and businesses stay on top of their finances without all the extra stress. Schedule your free call today at www.taxgeeks.com.
From business, and he was trying to turn it into a male parlor, a guy hangout, upscale, hangout for guys or whatever. And I was like, oh, that's not the direction I was going in. I was trying to do more, what I was trying to do, like a gay bar, right?
Okay. Are you gay?
No, never been gay, but a couple guys that I know here, in Atlanta, said that's the market.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? And I did strip clubs for 16 years, and I was kind of tired of that. So I was like, something new. Plus, I have a friend, Matt. He has Johnson's in Wilton Mill here.
Okay.
And he runs a male strip club. And I went to his club a couple of times, and it was nice. And I was like, oh, my God, I like this.
Okay.
So I was like, maybe I'll do a male strip club in Atlanta.
Okay.
But then he was telling me the owner doesn't want certain things, liquor lights, like they were real conservative. And I was like, oh, well, that's not going to work for me. Okay. So I'll go look somewhere else or whatever. And then we just got to talking, and he just went from that, just past conversations, and he was just telling me about, when he got locked up and how everybody kind of deserted him. And then he just had to do his time alone. And I was just like, man, that's fucked up. I feel for you. I would never do that to a person because that's when you need people the most.
So how long after you met him, when y'all was talking about this property that was already leased, did he get locked up? Because you said you've known him for 3 years.
So that was October 2020.
Okay.
Right? December 2020, I was hospitalized.
You okay?
It stemmed from the gunshot wound. So
you were shot?
I was shot in 1991. You didn't read all the blogs.
The hell were you shot
Did not
for?
read all the blogs.
Well, apparently they said it was another woman. That's why you're here to tell your story.
So many. I was shot in 1991.
Assume anybody watching this right here don't know who you are.
I've never seen any of the lies and the blogs and the bullshit.
Because it's not like the calls have millions of views on them. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But we have millions of views. So now is the time to establish what it is.
Story.
The correct story. Okay?
So to exaggerate.
And what is your relation to this lady's husband, who is in relation to someone who is a major public figure, Steve Harvey, because it all trickles down and it's messy.
It's messy because
and it's messing up his brand a little.
They reported it messy.
Okay.
Why? But
now Steve Harvey made her get up and address the things that she spoke with her husband about in terms of his marriage and what's going on with him and Marjorie and her not being at the house and she's never been to his house and, a lot of stuff. And
that was one phone call that when he was just asking her how her day was. And she was just, when a person's in jail, especially when you don't see that in your future because you're not doing anything to see yourself getting arrested. And at that age, that's a lot of stress. And you're in a situation where you don't see an out because every month they kept hitting them with new crap, just new shit. Every month they staggered it.
But let's.
So you trying to distract a person by talking about anything just to take their mind away from sitting in a jail cell.
So you're saying that's the reason why she ended up speaking about her boss?
She just spoke about her day.
Okay.
And that was what her day was.
Okay. Have you ever had any conversations with Shirley?
No, never.
She doesn't know you. Mm-mm. So how does she feel about? I
couldn't say because I don't know her how she feels. I don't know. I don't know what type of person she is. So for me, everybody's different.
Okay.
I'm not an overprotective, overjealous person. So if somebody I'm married to or somebody I'm with has a female friend, I'm okay.
Have you been married
that.
before?
I was married for 4 months.
4 months. Okay. Now you understand she's a very public figure.
I didn't know her or of her. When he mentioned who she was, when he eventually said he was married, I didn't know who she was because I don't follow Steve Harvey. I'm not a fan. So
why are you not a fan?
I'm just not a fan. So
okay, all right. Well, let's go back. So All right. So December 2020, you were hospitalized because of a gunshot wound.
No. Gunshot 1991.
Okay, but you said
right,
it stemmed from a gunshot wound that you got in 1991.
Right. So I was originally supposed to be in the hospital for 3 days, and it turned out to be 32 days with
Where were you
major
shot?
surgery. I was shot in the chest, arm, and abdomen. And so
why was that sounds like murder? Like somebody was trying to
attempted murder.
Yeah. Why would somebody try to?
That was
murder
my ex-boyfriend. Did that.
Why would he try to murder you?
I didn't know. We didn't have a conversation. He just came over and shot me. So he didn't have a conversation as to why he was there to do so.
Where's this ex-boyfriend?
He's
now?
dead.
How did he die?
He died in the house. Shortly after he shot me, he died.
He just died.
He got shot in the head.
Well, who
he
shot
died.
him?
Another person that he shot 6 times, and then he shot him once, and he died.
Kind of fucking people?
It was a shootout in the house. He was trying to clear the whole house. Is what he was trying to do. He had a history. When I went into the hospital, the police told me that he had did that a week prior to another family, but they all died. So
he killed the whole family.
Yeah. So I didn't know that part, So when I got in the hospital, they was telling me a lot about him that I didn't know about him. And that was one of the things. And he...
How long did you know this man?
I was 23. I don't know. We dated a year.
And he just shot you for no reason?
He shot me because we broke up. You know how people are nowadays when they break up with guys and they shoot them?
Okay.
Or they get cheated on, they kill the kids, kill the wife.
I'm sorry that happened to you.
That's very common now.
You want some wine?
No, I don't drink.
Okay. All right, cool. I just being a good host. So let's come back. Let's come back now.
Okay, so I was in the hospital.
Okay. 32 days.
Right. And that whole time he called, text every day. Are you okay?
Ernesto?
All right. Yes. Yeah. I'd only known him 2 months. 2 months.
And how many conversations had you had with him before you got shot?
From the day we met, we spoke every day. Every day from the day we met. Every day. Just how you been, what you doing today, type stuff. Not no boo conversation. Just, we have RVs in common, and that's what it was.
RVs?
Yeah, I love RVs. He love RVs.
Okay, why do you guys love RVs?
I love RVs. That's just my thing. And so when I met him, he took a phone call, and he was talking to the guy about an RV. And I was like, when he got off the phone, I was like, you got an RV? And he was like, yeah. I was like, 40 foot, 45 foot, diesel pusher, what you got? And he was like, what? I was like, I know RVs. And he was like, oh, wow, that is strange. I was like, what's strange? He said, because black people don't do RVs. I said, yeah, they really don't. I said, but I do RVs. I love RVs. So that was like the thing in common. You know what I'm saying? So, and he loves RVs. So that was like the thing, right?
Did you ask if he was married?
No, because we didn't talk we talked, and we weren't like headed that way. So
what type of car did he pull up in?
Oh, God, I don't know if I've seen his car.
Because you said he had pulled up.
No, he was walking in and I was driving by. That's what I said. He was walking in, I was driving by, and I don't know what kind of car he pulled up, but he had a motorcycle. I've seen him on a motorcycle. And I've seen him on a yellow Hummer. He had a yellow Hummer.
Okay.
The H2.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And so you guys clicked.
We just clicked on the conversation, and then he started talking about our past, and so we would talk every day for like 5 minutes, like a breakfast call. That's what it'd be like. Like, how's your day? You know, he was like an inspiration call, I would say. That was all.
So this man was inspired to give you an inspiration call every morning when you woke up.
Every day. And then once when I was in the hospital, he called me every single day. I was on a dating site, and I was talking to like 4 guys. And as soon as I was texting, I'm in the hospital, they fell off. I'm in the hospital, they fell off. Like, he was the only person when I said I'm in the hospital, he was like, for what? What's going on? Do I need to come down there? I'm like, no, it's COVID. They're not letting anybody in.
Okay.
You know, and I'm supposed to be out in 4 days. And then he was like, all right, well, let me know if you need anything. And I'm like, no, thank you, I'm good. And then remember, I only known him 2 months. And then so the next day, what's going on? Like, every day he would just check in. Like, how are you feeling? What's the doctor saying? How, you know. And so it went from that, you know, from a 5-day. I was supposed to be in there 5 days to... I got out in almost February. I got out of the hospital.
Did he come see you?
No, I couldn't have visitors. It's
COVID.
COVID.
Because it was COVID.
COVID.
Okay.
He came to see me once in April. Because I was like hunched over, like 80 pounds when I got out of the hospital. Mm-hmm. So he came over and he sat with me. And that was the only time I saw him in 2021. That was in 21. I saw him one time in 21. And then I saw him twice in 22, right before he went to jail.
But you guys have continued to talk every day.
But we talked every day. Every day. Every day. Mm-hmm. Yeah, every day. Like, that's my friend. It was good conversation, not, I've
heard some of the conversations.
But you heard most of our conversations are good. You've heard 2 conversations that was kind of, flirtatious or freaky or whatever. But all the other conversations are very wholesome.
So, this sounds like love.
We say we love each other every time we talk.
I know.
Yeah, I love him to death. But you could love a friend. I could love you. It's not in love. There's a difference. To be in love with somebody or just to love somebody. So he was there.
So you're helping him with his case right now?
Yeah, hell yeah.
What kind of things are you doing? First of all,
any and everything.
Name the correct charges that he's being charged with. Can you?
There are 9 counts, but 2 got dismissed because what the prosecutor is trying to do is hit him with a RICO. And that's Atlanta's thing. They love the RICO people. So I believe they dismissed the 2 charges, which was theft by deception.
Okay.
Theft by deception. And then it was 2 theft. I wish I would have bought my folder, girl. And so they dropped those.
Okay.
So those were the only 2 that were indicted. Those are only 2 charges that were indicted. So all the other 7.
Yeah, what charges do we have now?
Okay, so now it's a theft by deception.
Okay.
Misuse of credit card. That's with the teacher.
With the teacher?
Yeah, it's this girl that she teaches. So this girl.
Okay. It's okay. That's what you're here for. So
okay, it's on the warrant. So I'm gonna say it because it's on the warrant.
Okay.
So this girl was dating him.
Oh.
For 11 months. She met him at a coffee shop. It was on the warrant. Starbucks. He came up and started talking to her. She sells makeup. She does. She's a teacher. And she's got a special needs son.
Uh-huh.
She drove an older model Altima. It was worth like $1,500.
Okay.
So they exchanged phone numbers. A month later, they met up. He massaged her. They end up sleeping together.
Okay.
It's on the warrant.
So he does mobile massages too?
It's on the warrant, so I can speak on it.
He does mobile massages?
I don't know. I never got a massage.
Okay.
So, I don't know.
All right.
So that's on the warrant. I guess this is her version because he never got interviewed. The police never talked to him about anything. They just arrested him. So they never got his side of any story.
So how much was he accused of taking on the credit card?
So over a period of time, she's saying in the 10-month span that they were dating. And we'll say dating. Okay. They were screwing, and she said it's on the warrant that they were screwing, and he was coming over, staying.
Did he tell you he was screwing her? Or you
I never asked him about.
You never asked?
Let me tell you, because we're just friends. I never asked him about. He told me 2 weeks after we met that he was married, but I never asked him what he did for a living, how much money he makes, who else are you seeing? None of that. I've never asked him anything personal about himself. I knew he had 6 kids. I didn't know he was married 5 times. I thought it was once before her current.
And they say that he's still currently married to his last wife.
So I spoke
and not married
we spoke
to Shirley.
Okay, so when that came out, I called him. We called the daughter of Edith, which is the first wife. Edith said she never talked to a blog, never sent in any paperwork, didn't do any of that. And then the daughter texted me back and said, I talked to my mom. She said she didn't do it and that they are divorced. Now, what county they're divorced in, I don't know.
So why is there no marriage license on file?
No, it would be a divorce for that, right?
Okay. So you have a divorce for the last wife.
Carol was before Shirley.
Yeah. Name the wives.
I don't know the names. I just know Edith is the first. Carol was before Shirley, and then Shirley. I'm the only 2 I know. But I know his son, he was married to his son's mom, and he was married to He was married to Edith, which is the daughter, the oldest daughter. That's the one I talked to the most. And
Do you think Edith would talk to me?
I don't know. She's 60 and old school. I don't know her, but he says she don't do computers. Like, she's just not into none of this type of. She's like old school mom.
Okay. So
But the daughter had confirmed that it didn't happen. She didn't contact that blog lady who swore up and down. The wife called me and sent in these paperwork. Da 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 da.
So you did.
So we called the daughter right when that came out. Cause I was like, okay, they talking, because anytime something come out, I tell them.
Okay.
They talking about this now.
You keep them updated.
They talking about this now. They talking about this now. And so he's like, what? Call my daughter. And I was like, so he called the daughter. Did your mother say that we were still married? No, I don't know. And so he was like, let me know. So then she called, and that's when she texted me back. Okay. Telling my mom said, no, she didn't say that. No, she didn't talk to anybody. So.
Okay. Let's go back to the credit card. So how much is he accused of taking?
So she said over a time of 10 months, $5,000 is from cash being zailed to him and 2 charges on the credit card that she said she gave him the credit card.
Okay.
So this is why with that case, I said, that's civil. If I'm dealing with you and I give you money, like, how chicks do, maybe dating dudes, and you know what I'm saying? And you want your money back, that's a civil case. It's not criminal.
So what are the other charges?
A business partner that they went to Kentucky out of jurisdiction from Fulton County. And then while they were in Kentucky at an RV dealership, him and the lady, I can't think of her name. I don't want to twist the names.
I got you.
She wired $90,000 to Wildcat RV, which is closed now. When we went to court for the preliminary hearing about the case, the detective did no further investigation other than sitting down and talking with her. Because they asked her, did you find out what happened to the money? And she was like, no. Did you go to the dealership and find out was anything purchased? She said, no. So we're in court like, so why are you charging him? Because the money was wired to the dealership. It wasn't wired to him. He didn't receive the money, the dealership. And then you didn't find out after that what happened.
And then the dealer's closed.
And now the dealership's closed. And I called the dealership because the detective, when I went to court, didn't do anything. So let me find out. So I called. It says permanently closed, and they don't have any records.
Now,
and it's in Kentucky, so it's not even jurisdiction for
Where's
Fulton
Ernesto
County.
from?
He's from Georgia.
Okay. And so
Augusta, Georgia.
Okay. And so he didn't own the
don't know.
RV.
I don't talk to him about. I don't get his side because he has to wait till he go to court.
Okay.
So he doesn't discuss. Just like he couldn't discuss with you?
Yes.
Hold your tongue till you go to court, because anything will be held against you. You see how they're twisting. When we go to court, they keep twisting stuff. Oh, he's going to run to Florida if he get bond. Oh, he's going to run. That call that they made when she talked about Steve's house,
okay,
that's the only time that they talked about Steve's house. And they twisted that and said he's going to run to Dubai. Off of that call. Now, that's how the prosecutor's working. Off of that call, she ran with it and said, he ran with it and said, because they was trying every little dirty trick.
They were saying that he was going to basically go and hide in Steve Harvey's house in Dubai.
Yeah, and in Florida. For some reason, he said both, right? In the same courtroom, he said both. And this is before the serious charges. This is just when he had a theft by deception.
Okay.
So who's fleeing on a theft by deception? And the amount was $10,000. Mm-hmm. Now, you can get probation and restitution, or you might serve a year or two or whatever. But that's not life in jail where you need to run, right?
So what are the other charges?
They're all theft by deception, and then he's got the child pornography.
Where did that come from?
Now, with the child pornography, I read the warrant. Ernesto's not a computer-savvy person. He's one of them old school dudes that barely know how to text, right?
Oh, okay.
That's how he is. He's not a computer person. So what he did was, 2 years ago, he purchased a used computer. It's about this thick. One of them old school laptops.
Okay.
One of the first laptops. On the laptop, when they did a search warrant, they did a probable cause search warrant, Roswell Police. If you do the homework on Roswell Police, they're always under investigation. Always. The police department is corrupt. Let's say it loud and proud. The police department is corrupt. So you got a new detective working a story, And she gets off of, this is where it all stirred up, because a news article that they said on television was wrong. Oh, they've been operating a credit repair service, this, that, and the other. Him and Erica. Now, him and Erica don't have credit repair charges. They have her going to court representing him, pretending to be a lawyer. That's their charges. That's his conspiracy, and that's her charge. She went in there and pretended to be a lawyer.
But Erica was listed as the mistress. But she was the business partner.
Who called her mistress?
The blogs.
Girl. Anyway.
Okay.
They said that because she was from Florida, and he said in court the girlfriend in Florida, which neither I wasn't the girlfriend in Florida, I was a friend in Florida, and Erica has an address in Florida. That's why the blogs ran with Erica first until the phone calls came out, and then my name came out from the phone calls.
Okay.
So that was July. July was when the phone calls came out. So from
Sonia
April,
Durham.
Okay. So
Okay.
when from April to July, they thought it was Erica, which I was good with that.
Okay.
Cool, right? And then my name came out, and then my picture came out, and then my sister's picture came out because a
So
lot of
he,
those pictures.
he purchased a laptop.
He purchased a laptop, an old laptop, right?
Okay.
I've seen it before. And he sent his pictures on his page. You'll see the laptop. That's the only laptop he has. So they get the search warrant because they said the landlord came to the police department because they were 3 months late on rent.
Okay.
That's civil, not criminal. Then they said that there was 3 cars in the driveway: a Bentley, a Harley Davidson, and a ambulance, right? Because he was going to convert it into a RV, right? They're all registered to him, not illegal. These are the grounds that they use for the search warrant. These are the probable cause. Has to be some sort of illegal activity to get probable cause search warrant. Being late on rent is civil. That's not illegal. There was no 911 calls. There was, when he walked through the house, this is what the landlord allegedly reported to the detective, it was not a lot of furniture in the house. That's all he said. Not a lot of furniture. He didn't say it smelled like drugs, money, people and they're sick or heavy traffic or none of that.
Okay.
He just said light furniture, late on rent, 3 vehicles in the driveway. Okay. And this is what they use to get a probable cause search warrant to search his phone. And this was the day after his arrest. He was arrested on the 8th. And this was the 9th. This was the next day. They did this the next day, right?
Okay.
When they went through his phone, and this is me guessing on this part. She went through his phone because he unlocked his phone to get the information. They kept it unlocked. When he went on his phone to get the 2 numbers he said he needed,
yes,
they kept his phone unlocked. And then the police went through and looked at every negative text message that he had on there and was like, oh, hey, what's going on? You want to come down and talk? And that's how he got all the girls to come down and talk because when he got arrested, nobody knew he was in jail. I didn't know. Nobody knew, right? Mind you, we was talking every day. And I'm telling my sister something happened because he calls every day faithfully. And she was like, no, maybe he's just with the wife. I said, yeah, but he calls every day for 5 minutes. He can talk for 5 minutes. I said, because she works every day. So I went and looked on her page. I didn't see anything like, pray for me or like he's dead or, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, he's not dead. He's not in the hospital, So I was like, maybe he's in jail. Where else could black people be, right? So I went and I looked, they misspelled his name. I couldn't find him. This was in July. So on a page, 2 weeks passed by, the teacher, he's not answering the phone. So she apparently in her mind, I guess she's thinking he ghosted her, right? She's not checking for the jail. I don't know what she doing, but she went straight to Shirley's page and was like, I need you to call me. I need to tell you something about your husband. She mad. She about to be messy. So I was sitting here like looking at it like, oh, wow, she about to be messy, right? I was like, wow, what's up with this, right? And I'm like, it didn't go out yet because it didn't get out till October 26th when that article hit that he was in jail.
And how many months after?
He was arrested in July. They ran the article in October the 26th because they couldn't find anything illegal on him. So you know what they do? They run that ad. If anybody know these 2 people and had any run-ins with them, please, call Roswell Police. Doing a lot of stretching because all the crimes that they are alleging happened, only one happened in Roswell. But Roswell's on all the warrants. Out of jurisdiction. Alpharetta's on one of the warrants, North Atlanta, South Fulton, all of these other counties, all these other places, but only one thing, which was a check written to a dealership that somebody that was with him wrote.
And how much was the check?
$2,000 to pull up a vehicle that was repaired. Okay, that's a story right there. By the rape victim. The rape victim.
Wait, what?
Listen.
Who got raped?
Listen, it's a part 1, part 2 to this because this is such a long story. This is okay. So let me finish that one, and we'll go back to her. We'll go back to her.
But hold the rape.
We'll go back to her. We'll go back to her.
Okay.
Because, so all the while in court, they keep saying he's a dangerous man. People are scared of him. And I'm sitting here like, scared of who? What? Huh? Why? Who are they scared of? This is what the prosecutor's saying in court, so they can just keep him in. Oh, there's people out here scared of him. Da, da, da. I'm like, he got an armed robbery from 30 years ago. Who's scared of him? You know, I was like 30 years ago.
Who got an armed robbery?
That's Ernesto's history.
Oh shit.
Armed robbery from 30 years ago.
Oh, well,
when he was in his 20s, right? This man's about to be 60.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, that doesn't make any sense, but okay, because he's got a real, like, this demeanor. Mm-hmm. So, go back to what I was talking about. Okay, so the teacher. So she's on Shirley's page. You need to call me, you know. I've been trying to reach out to you. I need to tell you about your husband. Now, I'm like, okay, she mad because she can't find that stuff. And she thinking she gave him this $5,000 over a period of 10 months, and now this dude is not answering my calls, da-da-da-da, so let me go to the wife and tell. So when she found out, this was right afterwards because the police didn't talk to her till a month later when they spoke to her, I guess, when going through the phones or whatever. And then she's telling him, you know, where she told the police, you know, he made a charge in January. I gave him my credit card, and he was supposed to buy this, but he bought that.
Okay.
But you didn't. But you know how the credit card company goes. If you don't want to pay for this, you got to make a police report, and so that you're not responsible for the charges. So that's one of the charges. But she didn't make the police report till August. So if it was an illegal action in January, why did you wait till August to make the police report? I would have made the report then. If you illegally do something to me in January, I'm calling the police on January. I'm not waiting 8 months after he come up missing. Remember, it happened in August. He came up missing in July.
Okay. Now, the child pornography. So you're saying he purchased the old laptop?
So it was an old laptop. And so on the warrant, it says 34 images, but only 4 can be seen. That tells you if you download porn in the last 2 years, you're going to see it because of technology, you know, how it is, right? If it's old, because how technology was 15 years ago, it's going to come out blurred or whatever. They omitted to say the dates of the download, which they can see that. They omitted to say that on the warrant. They just said the dates of 7/7/22, which was the date he got arrested, to 1/23.
Okay.
When they charged him with it.
Okay.
He didn't have the laptop in his possession. He was in jail. So you can't use those dates. You got to use the dates that the downloads happened, which they omitted purposefully. Because if you look at the downloads, it's going to show where it was at, the IP address. Everywhere that computer was is a footprint. When you download something, it's going to show it. And so they purposely omitted that. So, and they charged him. Because remember, unless you go to trial, they don't have to divulge that. They'll make you plea, and you'll never see what they had on you.
Okay, put that mic in front of you, girl, because we need to make sure we get all these deets now.
Okay.
Keep stepping to the side.
Right. So on the 4 images that they say you can barely see, not even a clear imagery. So we know this happened before he picked up the laptop, which is still possession, but it's an unknowingly possession because you could have porn on your phone and not know it if you bought your phone used. You don't, or somebody could send it to you and you could just not know. It's just unknowingly. But you still have that on you, but you can if it's on the hard drive, because we don't, he was like, what? If it's in the hard drive hidden, which I'm sure that's what it was because he bought it secondhand, and that's usually what they do, just delete everything and it's still on the hard drive. His lawyer has to just, work that out or whatever. But on the 4 imageries that they said that they could see, this is when they say it's a female and a dog. This is why they say animals.
Bestiality. That's why they said another charge.
No, he don't have bestiality. What is up with the blogs? No.
So
it's just possession of the images. That's what they charged him with.
And the possessions of what?
And the condition of the bond is where they said he cannot be around children or animals because of the video is a female and a dog licking her.
Is it an underage female?
This is what they say, how they say she's underage. It's saying it's a child because there's no pubic hairs and they're flat chested. That's why they're calling it a child. And children get pubic hair at 10.
Yeah. And
children get chest nowadays at 10. So you can clearly see what a 10-year-old looks like by just looking at, that's a 10-year-old, or that's 11. 14 and 15, and sometimes it's hard because they're, and if you put makeup on them, unless you're talking to them, then you can understand how old a person is. But they put those two things as, this is why it's a child, which is some bullshit. Because, like I said, children have pubic hairs. They're trying to say the girl's 14 to 16 years old. 14 and 16-year-olds have pubic hairs. We won't say chest because you can be a flat-chested woman. You can be a flat-chested child.
Okay.
But pubic hair.
So that's how he got
That's how they tried to say it was a child.
And then bestiality. Because
there's not no bestiality nowhere near on any of his charges. That's a blog lie. That is. There's no bestiality.
But the girl was with an animal.
They're saying it was a girl, 4 images of females and dogs.
God damn, Ernesto. Shit.
He didn't know.
What did he do to them crackers? Look, bro. Like Georgia.
That's what the one lawyer said. He said they're pissed. He said they're after you for some reason. He said, who did you piss off? That's what his first lawyer said. He said they don't want you out. They want you in. This is only when he had the first charge. Because when I found him, it was 30 days later. And I'm like, why are you still in jail? What the fuck did you do?
Okay.
And he was like, man, I don't know. They won't.
So now did you have to?
All of these were bondable offenses. Because remember, this is all before January. Child P came out in January. Child pornography bond is $20,000 to $40,000. They gave him an $800,000 bond. First time offense. He's never been charged with anything violent or sexual ever. And they gave him an $800,000 bond. That doesn't even make sense right there. The bond's supposed to be $40,000 tops for possession of child pornography. And the bond is $800,000. So that nothing with his cases makes sense or is what you would call a normal situation. It seems like it's personal or it's just, I would need to make a career, which I think that's coming out of Roswell. And then you got the prosecutor, they like to win.
This is
it's crazy as shit. And
God damn, Ernesto.
It's a lot. I want to say 3 months in, I was ready to be like, man, I need to back. I was like, I can't. This is hard. I got to do it because when I was sick and I almost died. They had me in ICU. I almost died.
Again?
When I went to Piedmont in 2020, I almost died. They had to put me in ICU. They took the tube out of me, and I was seeing white. And I was.
Now, what do you think Shirley's gonna say when she watches this interview? What this interview is gonna do, right?
Well, she said in September she's divorcing him, which I hope they don't get divorced because when I told him I played it for him, he didn't call the next day. It affected him, and he was saying some other stuff, and I'm like, don't just say that.
So she didn't tell him that they were divorced.
She stopped talking to him in July. Them blogs got her.
So she
I believe, and I don't know, speculation.
Okay.
I think her job got in her ear, and the blogs got to her because she's never been the center. Steve's always been, the ones that everybody's picking with. It never bothered her.
I mean, Shirley's.
And not everybody is built. This is a lot, and everybody's built for this.
Okay.
This is a lot. Trust me. Mm-hmm. And so it's one of the two because, again, like he said, they didn't have any problems in their marriage. Their marriage was fine before this happened.
So you didn't think you were a problem in a marriage?
I was a friend, and just a friend. We just talked about everything, 5 minutes a day, whatever. I was just a friend.
Girl, if I found out.
I'm sure.
As a wife.
But you know what? If
you was speaking to my husband
if I was fat and busted, would they care? No,
yes,
they wouldn't care. If I was fat and busted, they would not care. They just say, oh, well, she looks nice, or, you know, she's da-da-da-da, or he really talks to her, because we're like boys. That's why we talk just comfortable. Da-da. They always say, oh, she's trying. No, I just talk regular with him because I don't have to put on a sexy voice and, oh, you know,
So
what's going on? And none of that. It's just a conversation.
So why was he so passionate about the gay claims? Like what made him?
Man, so I tell him. I be telling him what they said. Right. So Corey Holcomb, they did a little snippet of the situation.
Okay.
And the one guy was saying he got doodle on his dick and he just in there fucking and da-da-da because of his voice. It was trying to come from
Well, he
him.
does have a high-pitched voice, but it's old school.
Your voice is your voice.
Yeah.
You're born with it. That's just what it is. Okay. You can't make yourself. I mean, some guys do now.
I mean, with Corey Holcomb,
some guys do.
Corey Holcomb, he ain't got no room to talk. I mean, he supports pedophiles. I mean, he's out here talking about free R. Kelly. So, yeah. Hey.
I like R. Kelly.
Anyway, so
I like R. Kelly. I don't think it's a pedophile. I don't know. I think those girls lie. But
so
go
him
ahead.
and Shirley haven't spoken.
Not since July.
And one of the women that filed charges on him, he slept with.
Yep. That's in the warrant. Now, I didn't ask him because I don't ask him.
But you never fucked him.
I've never.
Never, ever, ever.
Never. He's a good-looking man, though. A nice body.
Where your man at?
Okay, so at that time I was dating he's 31 now. So when was that? 2 years
But
ago?
you 55.
He was 28. Yeah, we was 23 difference. He was actually born a day after I was shot. I was shot on the 15th. He was born on the 16th. We're 23 years apart.
So where your man at now?
Oh, I'm single. I'm on a dating app, though.
What dating app you on?
I'm on Black. I was on Bumble. But I didn't like Bumble. But this guy I met.
Tell us about him.
I met him on this is yesterday.
You met him yesterday?
No, this is what he sent me yesterday.
Oh, okay. Let me see.
No.
Let me see.
Hold on. That's a better picture.
Okay.
That's a better picture.
He looks familiar.
Does he?
He does, like I've seen him before.
Don't put
We're gonna find out who he is now. Listen.
Okay, so anyway.
You can thank me later.
He don't know nothing about this. Anyway.
Okay, so y'all talking.
Yeah, so no, but that's just my friend. So anyway.
Okay. So you saying basically Ernesto.
So let's go to the rape.
So you're not attracted to Ernesto?
I normally don't date older guys. That's the thing. That's always 3 years older than me. And like I said, the guy that I was dating prior to him was 23 years younger than me.
But you sound
and then the guy,
sure, like maybe if he proposed because of y'all's history,
no,
maybe you would give it a shot.
Okay, so first of all, I'm not about to be anybody's sixth wife. I don't want to be nobody's second wife, let alone six. He's got 5 wives.
How many kids?
6 kids.
Okay.
They're all grown. 1 grandkid, 2 grandkids. The daughter has a daughter who's 19. She's 20. I think she's in college. And then his son doesn't have any kids, and the other son doesn't have any kids. And I think the other daughters don't either. I think he only has 1, because what's the name's daughter had 2 kids. He was claiming that till they fell out. But anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, but no. And that's what looks good. He's a handsome man.
Hold on for a second. Hey, Jasmine, Selena downstairs. Can you go get her, please? Urgent. She's been downstairs for about 15 minutes.
Oh, y'all wrong.
Yeah. Okay. So, this is unbelievably messy. What has he told you about him and Shirley's relationship?
Never spoke about it. Never spoke about it. Never complained. Never spoke about it.
He hadn't told you anything about Steve Harvey either?
Never.
Besides the calls that were leaked?
That's the only time he ever mentioned him.
About him escaping to his house in Dubai and the house in Florida?
The only time he ever mentioned Steve was once he was in jail. So all those calls I recorded. Before that, he'd never mentioned them.
So you didn't know who he was
We
connected
never
to?
talked about his, situation as far as
So why are you
his
so
world.
invested?
I'm invested because he's getting screwed. And I'm just trying to save him from this effed up situation. That's what I'm invested in. Helping him get free. Because if you don't have anybody strong in your corner and you catch a case, whether you're guilty or not, you need somebody strong to help you, especially when they won't let you out on bond to fend for yourself. And they took everything from him. So they take everything financially he has to try to post bond. Then they give him an outrageous bond that you can't even reach on a charge that you should be $20,000 to $40,000 of the bond, and it's a $800,000 bond.
Okay, gotcha.
So, you want to talk about the rape charge?
I do want to talk about the rape charge.
Oh, that happened in July. So here's the other thing too. All this stuff was found out.
Okay.
By the police.
All right.
In 22. I would say before they had all these interviews and conversations before the article hit the news, which was October 26th.
Okay. Now he's charged with rape.
But they charged him a year later. They keep stagnating his charges so that they can drag him in court.
Okay, so what did
they could have charged
what did the rape victim say?
So we went to court on this preliminary hearing for the rape.
Okay.
She said she didn't come to court. The police said that she's scared because he threatened to kill her and her whole family. That's why he kept saying that in court. And I kept saying, who's scared of him? Like,
it seems like a lot of surprise charges keep coming up.
Yes.
Okay.
So when they asked her, okay, so is there a rape kit? No. Did she tell anybody? No. Okay. So basically it's just her word against his word. Now they're saying the first incident happened because it's two different dates. January 8th, 2019 is when the rape happened. He didn't meet her till August of 2019. He didn't even know her in January 2019. He met her in August. So that can't happen. Can't rape somebody you don't know. She said in court, the detective said, she went over there one time. He told her to lift up her shirt. She felt uncomfortable. She didn't do it.
Okay.
She left. But then she came back.
Okay.
And that's when he raped her. Then they said 2 years later is when she had got attacked sexually by him again.
Oh, okay.
And then in 22, this was 21. In June of 22, June of 22, the rape victim is driving the teacher's car.
Okay.
So I said, don't make sense. And he knows the rape victims. He knows her father. He knows her aunt, because the aunt got arrested, and he called me when the aunt got arrested.
Sound like?
So I was like, and her father, in and out of jail.
Okay.
Just armed robbery, just beat a case in Cobb County.
Okay.
For methamphetamine with some Spanish people, because I'm like.
So you said the rape victim and the teacher.
So listen how.
Know each other?
Okay, so listen how the police try to finesse it. They don't know each other. She introduced them, if anything. She tried to say, because they asked her, why did she come forth? Oh, well, her and the teacher, finally met each other. How are you going to meet the teacher? That don't make sense. The girl's 20, my son is 23. She's 22 years old. She's from South Fulton, Cleveland area.
Okay.
The teacher's from another area. She's not even really from here.
Okay.
Georgia. She's from out of state. But unless you got the dude's phone, how do you run into another chick that that you're messing? Like, you know what I'm saying? How do you catch somebody or meet up with another chick that the dude is messing with? There's only a couple ways you can run into the chick. And it's either somebody in common that you spoke and he spoke. Y'all caught him, at the house in the car or whatever, or you was on his phone. That's the only way you're going to meet up with somebody that somebody's screwing around with.
Do you blame Shirley's boss, Steve Harvey, for telling her that she needed to separate herself from this man because it is affecting not only her brand, to give advice to anybody on his show, because that's what the Strawberry Letter does, and him too, who gives advice and who's the ultimate relationship coach, and then he's being blamed for hooking them up. Do you blame him for telling her that she needs to divorce him?
They met through a friend of hers.
I know. They corrected that. But do you blame him as a boss telling her she needs to separate now? Because I'm going to tell you what it sounds like.
You got to look at if your career is more important than your marriage. You got 10 years in.
But she had that career before she had the marriage.
You got to look at it as, I would look at it like this. Is my marriage, I'm 70, or I'll be 70 this year. Is my marriage more important than my career?
You know what it sounds like? It sounds like Ernesto.
Because you got to choose. At that point, she chose her career.
Right. And as she should. It sounds like, to me, from the outside looking in, that Ernesto ran a very sophisticated organization that involved women who are now snitching on him. And he was sleeping with those women.
I don't.
And or scamming with those women. And you kind of give me like you a part of that organization too.
Really?
I'm just saying.
Okay, so like I said, I've seen him 5 times in person. I was living in Florida. He was in Georgia. He doesn't have an organization. Not to my knowledge. I can't.
But don't you have a criminal background?
Yeah, my criminal background about 30 years ago too.
Scamming and stuff?
Never scammed.
Fraud? What was your criminal?
My insurance fraud. My car was reported stolen. My boyfriend at the time hid it. Said it was stolen because he was trying to, another psycho boyfriend.
Okay.
Trying to keep tabs. So he figured if he shut me down on my car, that he can keep more tabs on me. So he said somebody is missing. And then they found the car a year later and they charged me with insurance fraud because they said I knew the car was not stolen.
Okay. This whole
and that was 1996.
I feel that
or 5.
This does sound like the feds do have a RICO case.
Why would he have a RICO case?
Because if he's
you gotta have.
It seems like the women that he was in business with are now snitching on him, right? And they're actually putting charges on him as well to save their ass. But it seemed like a very sophisticated, organized network where
I don't think
it's kind of like an older version of a Tinder swindle.
I don't see it being sophisticated because each case, if you had the warrants and you read everything is so separate and so different. There's a male in one of the cases where he said he deceived him of $10,000. That's a man.
He's not.
He doesn't mention anybody but Ernesto and him.
It doesn't sound like he's a Tinder swindler.
Oh, who?
A Tinder swindler.
It's a Tinder
where
swindler.
He meets women, he sleeps with them, gets money.
So first of all, let's say this. You know Shirley's lifestyle and his lifestyle. They drive Bentleys. They live in big houses.
Right.
You can say that they probably, their monthly bills might be around $10,000 to $15,000 a month. Mm-hmm. Why would you, say it's a crime, say this is what I'm about to do. She pulled up in an old Altima, right? And over a course of 10 to 11 months, he got $5,000 out of her. That's a swindle.
I don't think he got it out of her.
No, that's what she's got. Over a 10-month period, him going over to her house. Leaving a vehicle with her so she could drive for 2 months, picking her up, taking her and her son on errands, and talking to her about, helping her with their house, and this, that, and the other. And this is only her side of the story. This is not his side yet. Because his side could be, I've been giving her money. I was doing this because we don't know because I didn't ask him. This is just her side. Because
we did speak to a woman who claims that he met her. She was supposed to invest in something. I have the story. She gave him money several times. But in exchange, he was complimenting her body and things like that. So it sounds like instead of Ernesto going to work, he was going to fuck for money. And then use.
Okay, so I can only say I don't know if he
to keep up with Shirley's lifestyle because of who she was around.
I don't know. He didn't go around them, only when they had events.
I know, but you have a certain lifestyle. You have to keep your wife. Like, if you're a man and you're married to somebody like Shirley Strawberry, who's associated with Steve Harvey, you as a man got to do what the fuck you got to do, especially if you have a bank robbery on your record.
If y'all move like that, it depends. Every situation is different.
So it sounds like
you can't put it like this.
He was selling dick in exchange for cash.
I don't. Okay, so I'm gonna say no because that's not his character. I'm gonna say no. I wasn't around, but I'm gonna say no because that's not his character.
And now,
because I was around him again on the phone for It's been 3 years on the phone, and I saw him once in 22, and I saw a couple times in 20, once in 21. Never asked me for money. Never asked me for anything. Me and that man has never exchanged money. Never gave him, never received. We never had a financial conversation. We'd talk about how's your day, RVs, what's the latest RV?
Because the RV, ain't there RV charge too? Of wiring $90,000 to a RV
To a RV dealership.
that is now closed.
Yeah. But again, it's to the dealership. He doesn't own the dealership. So how you going to go after me? If me and you go to a car dealership and you send it to the car dealership, how do you go after me if the dealership has the money? He doesn't own the dealership.
Sorry, this is what I'm saying. I feel that y'all did have something in connection. It was RVs. There was an RV scam.
What's the RV scam?
I mean, you selling RVs and then people
I don't
are
sell
wired.
RVs.
Not you. I'm talking about Ernesto and
He
whoever
doesn't
his.
sell RVs. He doesn't sell RVs.
Okay, so why would somebody?
He had a
wire-
security company.
Okay.
That was his business at the time. He had 4 security vehicles, and they used to go out, and he had a security company. They confiscated his security cars. They have a security company. That's what he did for a living. I found that out later part of 22. Because remember, I never asked him what he did for a living because it wasn't my business. Because I wasn't dating him. I don't pry in people's lives. So unless I'm gonna be serious with him.
No, Sonya.
Seriously. I'm in Florida. Why do I care? If I'm in Florida and he's in Georgia and I'm not trying to boo him up, why do I care? It's plenty of people I talk to that I don't know what they do.
I get it.
Y'all can't put everybody's mentality on every situation.
I'm not.
It's 8 billion people, and 8 billion people think 8 billion ways.
Exceptionally, this is why people are saying that
They're saying it because it's been twisted to say that. That's what it's like.
You have very intimate phone calls with this woman's husband, and you're claiming that y'all have never slept together, and you only had 5-minute conversations of him waking up and saying good morning to you. And yet there
Right
are
on the text
numerous
messages.
women-
Keep looking at the text messages. They don't say nothing but hey, hi. What before he went to jail? They're hey, how you doing? That's it. It's no, oh, I miss you, boo.
Well, maybe he was trying to scam you too.
Anyway, no, he never tried to scam. We never talked about money. We never talked about money, ever. Okay. We never had a money conversation.
Okay.
Are your bills good? When you need anything? None of that. Can you give me some money? None of that. Do you feel like investing? None of that. We never had a conversation about money.
Is there anything you want to add? You want to tell his wife on behalf of him?
Why would I? We don't talk about her, so I can't.
Girl,
only thing I can say is this.
Bonnie and Clyde.
Let me say this.
You know how they have Bonnie
Let me
and
say
Clyde?
this.
Y'all giving me Bonnie and
That's
Clyde
fine.
right now.
That's because I'm gonna help this man get through this situation.
Because that's your man.
No, I said this man. I didn't say my man. I said this man. I'm gonna help this man get through this situation.
And then
as hard as it is, and hopefully him and his wife will get back together. That's what I want. It's on the phone calls if you listen to me talking to him, and he's like, no.
It's only on there because people are listening.
No,
to the
we
phone
knew they were
calls.
listening since July. We knew the police was listening since the beginning, and that anything can be played in court. So if it can be played in court, it can make the news.
Okay.
So people can hear in court what we're talking about. So since day one, we know all phone calls are recorded. And how we talk is how we always talk. Doesn't matter who's listening because we've never had any type of illegal conversations or sexual conversations. So whatever we, just like he felt comfortable talking like that, that's it. I mean, it was a sexual nature though. I would say that, yeah. But
you 55 years old. You ain't
55
crazy.
years old.
You
I'm
ain't
not
crazy. You ain't been.
But you that's like saying this when you go to so your husband dies, and you go to the police department. They tell you your husband died, and you don't cry. Oh well, she must have did it because she didn't cry. You might not be a crier. You can't put that reaction on everybody, and they try to do that. They do that though. If you don't just drop on the floor and roll over and just scream and cry and Jesus and da 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 da, she must have had something to do with it. And you could just be a type of person that just don't cry. I'm not emotional. I took it in, and I'm asking what happened. Da da da. No, let me go consult my children.
So this is somebody.
But they'll say, but that's what y'all are saying. Y'all saying because no, don't look at the perception. Look at what it is.
So we're gonna end this here. So this is not your man.
He's not my man.
But you're sticking beside him.
I'm going to help him with this case.
All right.
Right.
Sonya Durham, where can they follow you? Ask questions. Do you want people to follow you?
Yeah, they could go on the YouTube channel.
Miss Waller.
Miss Waller.
Okay.
At BLK News.
Okay, and you are posting some of the phone recordings between you and Shirley Strawberry's husband.
I sure am.
that the world are listening to?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the thing of it is they're not posting all the phone calls. They're only posting some of the calls that sound like something. So I'm going to just post all of them.
Okay.
So you'll just hear all of them instead of picking and choosing. Like I said, it's like over 460 calls, and they only posted, and they're already up to September of this year. So there's a lot of calls that they have not put.
You're a strong woman to stick beside somebody. His own wife don't even want to stick beside him.
It's a lot. It's a lot, especially when they kept coming with new charges and all of this. Oh, it's this, it's that. It's a lot. It's a lot. But like I said, when I was sick on my deathbed, he didn't have to be bothered. Because remember, I only known him for 2 months. He didn't have to be bothered. He could have got ghosts like everybody else did. The only person that really called me were my three sisters. So he could have got ghosts and been like, oh, you sick? All right, bet. You know what I'm saying? Call me when you get out the hospital. No. And every day to this day, are you okay? How's your health? Because I still have health issues.
What are your health issues?
Well, they took out 2/4 of my intestines.
Okay.
They shouldn't have, but they did. So now I only have this much intestines. So I have a constant, I don't hold food, you know, and I can't eat. So that's why my weight is like at 93.
Okay.
And so he constantly asks, how's your health? How's your health? He's the only person right now that asks me every day about my health. No one else asks me about my health.
Well, how's your health?
It's okay today. It varies.
Okay.
I was sick.
Well, listen, no, I thank you so much for even taking the time out your schedule. You didn't have to come do this. It's a very controversial interview.
Mm-hmm. Messy.
You do know it's going to shake.
Oh, I mean, I don't care.
Okay.
I stand by. He said he's innocent. I read the warrant, and it looked like a bunch of bullshit.
Okay.
You know.
And hopefully you'll bring her.
And no, I'm not a part of it. Whatever you try to make it seem like a criminal involvement.
I didn't. I'm just.
You said that.
It looks like
It
perceptually
doesn't.
that it is.
If you had the paper in front of you, you would be like, "Oh, that's some bullshit." This computer was that, and that's not even. You can't even say that's a criminal because everything is so different. This girl and him, which was one business, goes to Kentucky to buy an RV. This girl, he's staying a night, he's kicking it, they're screwing over a 9-month, 10-month period of time. That's a whole different situation. And then the young girl, her father came to him and said, can you help my daughter? He didn't go to her. Where is a credit repair at? All of this stuff about, it's a credit repair organization. Not one of these people got a credit repair issue. And then when they blasted it all over the news, not one person stepped forward and said, I knew them. And not one person came from the TV article. Everybody came from her going through his phone. And then she sat there.
And so he was sleeping with all these women, though?
No, one person I could say that he slept with is, and that's because she admitted
to the teacher and the rape victim.
Was the teacher and I guess the rape victim.
That's 2.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
That's the only thing and that's only off of that. I never asked him about where he put his penis.
Well, thank you so much.
It's not my business.
Well, thank you so
I'm
much.
not the wife.
I appreciate that.
Or the side chick. Or the hoe.
And we're going to end on
or the stripper.
And we're going to end on that.
Right. None of that.
And we're done.
None of that.
Thank you so much. We good.